Hey guys, welcome to the NGRA YouTube channel. I want to start this off by saying sorry for the really terrible decal that is on screen right now. It's the old NGRA flag that I haven't exactly updated yet, and it kind of looks, in the easiest words, looks like shit. You could tell because there's like little white lines on the side, and the flag doesn't really fit in the 16 by 9 aspect. But whatever. That's a conversation for a later time. The conversation I want to have today is the YouTuber. Hold up, give me a sec. The YouTubers Mermaid Ari O, also shortly known as Ari, who is a political commentator and a pundit for, I assume, the Democrats. And Paulie, I don't know who the fuck Paulie is. He's a lesser, not lesser. I shouldn't say lesser. Well, yeah, they're a lesser known political pundit for, I assume, also the Democrats. Problem is that these two today, actually, as I'm recording this, um, are having a debate with any and all Trump supporters. Now, as a person who opposes Republicans just in general because of how thoughtless the idea is, um, I personally don't like Trump supporters. Okay, I'm friends with a Trump supporter, but you know, even I have to question some of the shit that comes out of his mouth. Uh, but yeah. Now, with the recent election that has happened, whether it was between Kamala and Trump, I'm not gonna sit here and say that like I'd vote for Kamala. I'm not a diehard Democrat. I'm not even a Democrat to begin with. I believe in democracy. I just don't believe in American democracy. I believe in true democracy where everybody can say what they want and have whatever the fuck they want for themselves. But the massive problem with Democrats nowadays is that a lot of them are either too sensitive or they want to push this sort of like social justice bullshit by, trying to take away your right to freedom of speech, your right to bear arms, this and that. Now, most of this is just amongst the populace that doesn't really understand that we have the First Amendment and Second Amendment for a reason, and that's fine. We have school to educate people. That's not the major issue right now. The major issue is how these specific Democrats decided to talk to these Trump supporters. As I said, I don't like Trump. I don't like his supporters. I don't like MAGA. I don't even like Republicans to begin with. But if you're going to sit there and set up a phone line like how Ari did today and debate these people on their beliefs, you have to do it in a way that is respectful, cordial, and professional. And what Ari and Polly both did today was the most atrocious, abhorrent shit that could only be explained as just the sound of shit exiting somebody's ass. In fact, I have an audio file for this. Um, Let me see if I still have it downloaded because it is the perfect, and I mean the perfect representation of the atrociousness that these two have displayed as members of the Democrat Party or Democratic believers, whatever you want to call them. Uh, which one is it? Is it this one?
You're gonna be brutally molested by 16 autistic clowns.
No, that is not it. That is not it. I think it's this one. Okay, I'm just gonna stop trying to find the fucking audio file. Basically, it was the most atrocious shit that I've ever seen as a person who has witnessed the economic downturn, the recent political debates between Trump and Biden, and this and that. It is the most abhorrent shit to see somebody who claims to be a Democrat and an American do to another person. They sat there and insulted a number of people, and they still are right now as I'm speaking. They sat there and chat talk like, fellow members of the union about their beliefs. And as I said, I don't like Trump. I don't like his supporters. I think MAGA is one big like Republican cult that is just the most abhorrent shit. And a lot of the Trumpers that were being interviewed did kind of fit this cultist stereotype. In fact, there was this one person who came on and said, "Oh, Trump is Christ. Trump is not Christ. He is the fucking Antichrist. He is the opposite of Christ." Okay, Christ has tried to take him out a number of times, and guess what? It was one of those times where Christ himself couldn't fucking do it. Enough blasphemy. Main thing is, they sat there and brutally bullied a fellow American for like 5 whole minutes, talking over him, interrupting him, this and that. And for somebody who claims to be a Democrat, which I always felt was the Freedom Party, because at least the bare bones idea of liberalism is that, yo, wake up. Yo, my brother's dog is acting all sorts of weird. Like I was saying, the bare bones idea of liberalism is that any and all American can live in this union without prosecution for their race, sexuality, gender, or religion, or anything else that sets them apart from other Americans. And, alongside the idea of like, whatever sets somebody apart falls under, that falls under religious beliefs, political beliefs, shit, even scientific beliefs. We have a lot of stupid people here and we have a lot of intelligent people here. However, these two Democrats fall under the same cornucopia of idiocracy as youth Republicans. Because republicanism isn't for the young, it's for the old. Okay? Democracy or Democrats, the democratic belief is for the young. Okay? And to see people that are young and stupid hurts my soul, but how the fuck can you be a Democrat and still be intellectually deficit? To sit here and pretty much backtrack heavily on your belief. And I'm gonna just say this. I don't disagree with whatever they're saying, okay? They're saying like all the right things in my opinion. That shit is, Trump is an idiot and a terrible human being, and his followers are pretty much upholding this guy on a fucking pedestal. But at the same rate, if you're gonna sit there and have a debate, an actual debate where you're sitting here trying to, whether it be like pick apart some Republican's brain to see what is going on in there and see like why they believe that, why they feel that it's correct, why they feel that the belief is for them, then do that. Okay? Don't sit there and ruthlessly bully this guy on a live video. Like that's pretty much the equivalent of cyberbullying that I could find. Okay? Aside from literally showing some dude in the most vulnerable position on live television. That is cyberbullying. Okay? Doing that is cyberbullying. And it's also cyberbullying to sit here and call somebody stupid, the R word, or whatever the fuck other words that they've used to explain this guy, on top of interrupting him. Brother, if I was running for president and I was sitting there interrupting my opponent 24 fucking 7, I'd be Trump. Now I'm gonna let that sink in. I would be Trump if that's the case, because that's exactly what happened during the fucking 2020 to 2024 debates when Biden was going against Trump. That was 2020. 2024 was with Kamala, and I didn't watch that one. But it's the equivalent of doing that, okay? If you're sitting here and shit talking your opponent the entire time, talking about how they're stupid or this and that, or how my belief is better than yours, then you're no better than the fucking Republicans, the MAGA Christians, the fucking all these other different groups. You're no better than them. You're no better than people that sit there and silence other people, because that's pretty much what you're doing. You're silencing them so that you can get your point across. And that in of itself makes your point that much more invalid. And, you know, if I ever wanted to have a debate with these guys, which I highly doubt that they would do that, mainly because I'm a fucking channel with 0 subscribers, I feel like somebody really should debate them, okay? And if it was to be me, I would take that in a heartbeat just to really see what goes through their mind to make them think that calling somebody stupid when they kind of are stupid, I will agree, or interrupting them where they think that is okay. Okay, when you debate somebody, you don't interrupt them, okay? If they're making a mistake or saying something stupid, let them say something stupid and then carefully, explain to them why it's factually incorrect, okay? You don't interrupt your enemy when they're making a mistake because then you are falling into making a mistake yourself. You are cutting yourself short and you're making yourself look that much more stupid than the literal, Trump ass sniffing idiots that are the Republican Party. Okay? And obviously you don't have to watch this video if you are Ari or Polly. You don't have to watch it. It's your right as an American. It's a free country after all. Just remember, you lose people both in a debate and as a viewer of your content when you start acting on the same mental capacity as those who you are debating and who are you calling stupid, or sorry, who you are calling stupid. I'm fucking stuttering over my words. So keep that in mind the next time that you decide to debate somebody, because maybe, just maybe, you might be able to retain some people who are going to listen to your message and, who are going to actually debate you and really explain to you why they believe in republicanism, why they believe in Trump as the savior of America, because we all want to hear what they have to say. We all know it's not worthwhile. So why are you interrupting them while they're talking about some dumb shit? If you want to get a clip, you get clips by having people act stupid on video and then absolutely destroying them afterwards. You don't do that in the middle of them talking because then you're interrupting them and you look like the fucking asshole. You look like the epitome of a dickhead. You look like somebody had slapped a dildo on your forehead and now you look like a dickhead. You look like a dickhead. I would know. I used to do that. I was a dick. I'm still am a dick. I'm being a dick right now. Okay? I'm calling you stupid because realistically, you did some stupid shit during that live stream. I don't know how long the live stream is, and I'm probably not going to watch it on stream unless if I really feel like chatting up some dumb shit. Because who knows? Maybe it would have been my best video. I don't make many good videos. I don't make many videos at all. That's something I don't do. I walked into this recording studio today and I turned on the stream and I was like, today's the day. Getting this shit off of the fucking Trump impression is the stupidest shit ever. But yeah, that's my critique of your thing. Okay, it's a 13-minute critique. Do with it what you will. Wipe it on your ass when the next time you take a shit. Who cares? It's a free country, bro. I'm not gonna sit here and penalize you for being stupid. I just feel like if I were to debate somebody, I wouldn't want to interrupt them, and I would hope that they wouldn't interrupt me, so that whatever we say is the bare bones expression of what we are talking about, so that one side doesn't look more stupid than the other based off of how they act, but more for what they say or what their belief is. Okay, and remember, not every belief is correct, and not every belief should be deconstructed and turned into this one big thing, because that's like pretty much on the same scale as taking Christianity and calling it a false tale because of this and this and that. Even if it is false, it's just better to let people live in their own ideals than to sit there and try to break the facade that is created because of their ideals. Okay, I would know. I would know. I know a bunch of Christians. Okay, very nice people. Okay, if you wanted to sit there and talk to a Christian about their beliefs and tell them why you personally don't believe in it, that's fine. But don't sit there like most of these anarchists and liberals go and just sit there and screaming at their face that their beliefs are incorrect because why the fuck would there be some random guy in the sky that we've never seen before, but we know that he's talking to us, but it's not the demons or anything like that that's talking to us. No, it's God, it's Jesus, it's this. It's not the best idea to go do that shit because then you may not look stupid because you might be correct, you might not be correct, who knows, but you're going to look like an asshole. And what's worse than being incorrect is being an asshole for no reason. Get some help.